Welcome back to the MMA Plug, powered by DenverSportsBetting.com, exclusively on Mile High Sports Radio, 98.1 FM, and streaming live on MileHighSports.com. The UFC machine rolls on this weekend with a pivotal matchup in the light heavyweight division. We are excited now to bring in one of the men fighting in the marquee bout of the night, the two-time UFC challenger, LFA alumni, and the pride of Stony Brook University, the Dominator, Dominick Reyes. Hey, Dominick, it's Ron Kruck and Jordan Kurtz with you. Welcome to the MMA Plug, my man.
Hey, it's awesome, man. Hell of an intro. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, buddy. You deserved it, man. And it's been a little while since we've seen you. Almost 8 months off since that last title fight. Has the time, Dom, benefited you? And if so, why? Just the time away?
Yes, it has. I've been able to analyze my camp and everything and get back to myself, get back to what makes me great, get back to, that the mindset of winning and enjoying it, enjoying the opportunity and going out there and performing. I didn't perform in my last fight. That's something that eats at me, is I didn't go out there and perform. Win or lose, if I perform and do my thing, then I'm happy. And I didn't perform. I was holding myself back, and it's not going to happen again.
Definitely. Dom, I got to see one of your best performances of your career at UFC 247. I mean, still a very highly controversial, highly contested result as far as that bout goes. That was that week, it just seemed like the confidence that you exuded was through the roof. You just, it didn't seem like the moment was too big, that you were fully prepared. Are you back to that mindset, or what can we come to expect there?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean, that was, I waited my whole life for that. That was that big moment, that Super Bowl moment, that World Series, fighting John Jones moment. I was fully prepared for it. And this last one, I wasn't, fighting in another country, the whole pandemic, a short camp. It rattled me. My experience showed, I guess, because he had more experience than me, and he was more comfortable in that kind of setting. Now I'm grizzled, man. I'm a wily vet now. I know what to expect. I know what I have to do to be successful. I don't have these questions of, what ifs and all this. It's just go do your thing.
Absolutely. And, building off that question, you go from the John Jones fight straight into, he vacates the belt. You go and take on Blachowicz to crown a new champion right away. He gets his hand raised that night, Dom, but, many athletes fight their entire careers and never earn that elusive title shot. What for you was your biggest takeaway from that experience of back-to-back championship fights?
Just to appreciate it and just live in the moment. I mean, like you said, it doesn't happen for everyone. It's not something that comes around often. And it's something, the second time I didn't appreciate it. I was just like, I wasn't happy to be there. It wasn't something that I felt like super excited and proud about. It was just like, this is like a consolation prize almost. And I didn't approach it properly. I didn't. And I learned the lesson.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Switching gears and talking the matchup for a second here, how has the preparation been? Because your opponent, Jiří Procházka, he's got a very unique, I guess that's the best word to describe.
That's the only way to describe it.
Because there's no real way that you can, I don't think that can anybody mirror him in a training session.
Oh, absolutely. We could mirror him, but it's not him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. The best we could do is have multiple guys just coming at you, throwing everything, like flying knee, the spin, jump, put your hands down, stick your face out, throw a kick. There's all the wrong things, but it ends up working out for him. He's a guy that takes a lot of risks, and I'm not the guy you want to take those risks with. I will make him pay. He underestimates me or thinks he could play those games with me. I'm not going to play those games with him. I'm just going to do my thing and punch him in the mouth. So,
you look at him and I think you broke it down perfectly. Just a very unique type of fighter, the former Ryzen Fighting Federation champion. He did get a win in his UFC debut. As you've been doing your game planning and building your strategy, Dom, for this fight, where do you feel you have the biggest advantage going in?
I feel the biggest advantage I have is in fundamentals, just fundamentals alone. I have clean boxing. I have clean movement. I move very well. He relies on his athleticism, and he has for a long time, and he never really had to refine his skills. He's always kind of fought lesser opponents, to be 100% honest. And this time, he knows very well that I'm not the guys he's ever fought before. And he's going to make changes. He's going to try to clean things up. But at the end of the day, he's going to go back to what he knows. I think my biggest strengths in this fight are just my experience and my ability to stay in the moment and understand the game plans. And, it's 5 rounds. I don't have I don't have to panic. There's no need to get in, play his game. There's no need to do that rushing and going on craziness. I'm going to play my game, and that's it. He's fighting me. I'm not fighting him.
Great. Absolutely. And Dom, you mentioned having that strong base fundamental skill set. Do you think that because he gets hit. We saw it against Volkan. He leaves himself in very awkward positions. Do you feel that having that strong, just general cage awareness and presence about yourself on top of those solid fundamentals, when it comes to just those reactionary things, do you think that it'll be that much easier to catch him?
Oh yeah, he blocks with his face sometimes. On purpose. Oh, hit me. Okay, if you say so. So yeah, the cage awareness, the fundamentals, and then just, my bad intentions. I'm not here to play around. I'm here to hurt you. It's gonna be a beautiful night of work for me. And then, I have a fantastic ground game that nobody knows about. That's another part of my game.
Great point.
It's gonna be there's a lot of pieces that I haven't even shown. I've made it all the way, and I hadn't even had to show my full game. So this is a good opportunity to show I'm a well-rounded martial artist, and my movement, my fundamentals, everything. You can't just come up and fight number 3 in the world without having your shit together. And I'm about to prove it.
Very well put. As we're wrapping up, Dom, you've been very open about, before that second title fight that you were dealing with a lot. I mean, your dad had COVID, gyms were closed, really kind of difficult times for you mentally. How have you grown from, having to deal with some very tough times, and how has that improved you going into this fight and you as your overall fighter?
Yeah, I mean, it's improved me as a man overall. I've realized what's important. I've really focused on the things that really truly matter. And there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of BS and other people having opinions and just things. And I've just focused on the people that matter and the things that matter. And at the end of the day, it's hard work. It's being with family. It's finding the things that mean everything to you.
So true.
When you're focused on a lot of other stuff, and it's just poison, man. Everything else is noise and poison. And the real tangible things are the things that matter. And you can only control what you can control and yourself. So I've just been focusing on what I got to do and myself, and getting back to what makes me great. It's, my mindset, my abilities, my confidence, my confidence in my last fight was shot even before I walked in the octagon. And I've fixed it all. It's a quiet confidence now. I used to be a lot more excited and more excitable, but I know what I have to do, and I'm so focused on it. I could see it in my mind's eye at all times. And it's like I'm constantly having the fight. Even while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going through scenarios and doing it,
Yeah.
Definitely. Dom, one last question for me. You were once an NFL hopeful. Are you having your eyes on the NFL draft this week at all?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Not at all.
Fair enough, man. You take care of business. Understood. He is the number 3 ranked light heavyweight in the UFC, Dominick Reyes. Thank you for the time. And I'll hook you up with an LFA 100 shirt, my man.
Nice. Thank you.
You bet.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Dom.
All
Thanks
right.
for the time.
Keep it here to Mile High Sports Radio. There's more of the MMA Plug coming up after this.